Spartan Survivors just dropped. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is the sort of thing you've got to try. And it was remarkable seeing how many people were giving it a shot and saying, oh, this is what we mean when we say Halo doesn't have to take itself seriously all the time.
The Halo universe is filled with wonder, mystery, and fascinating discoveries around every corner. With so much to explore, four friends decided it was about time that they boot up their consoles and discuss this universe that has grabbed their attention since childhood. JumperScape Audio kindly welcomes you to join them in the library.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the library, the show where we talk about Halo lore. I'm Austin.
I'm Shane.
I'm Connor.
We're not talking about Halo lore. It's like the exact opposite of that.
Not today.
It's not
It
my
is at least Halo related.
It's
at
not
least
my fault.
for the time being.
But we have a couple things to get into before we get into today's episode. So, to remind everyone, the calendar is still going on. We have the Kickstarter still running with around 30 days left to get it. We have a new raffle going on to get a free calendar. Either you can repost the post that we made on Twitter, you can comment on it with a buddy of yours you can tag, or if you just support at any tier with just an add-on, you'll get a raffle for a free calendar. So support us that way. It's a good way to get the word out there, and we would love to have more eyes on the project. And along with that, if you haven't tuned into it yet, we had a massive roundtable event happen on Chatternet here with Catalog, hosted by Dave, and Daddle Roth, if you will. And you would want to tune in and check that out because it's basically almost all of us in one single episode talking about the bridge of time between Fall of Reach and Empty Throne. So for you lore nerds, you're going to love that episode. You're going to want to tune in and listen now on Chatternet. That episode came out on Monday too. So if you missed it, you missed it. So that's on you, my friend. But anyway, aside from that, as usual, JumperScape.com if you want to get plugged into our community or find ways to support us. Our Patreon is still cooking. You guys are awesome, very much helpful in all the things that we're doing. And we're getting closer to the final, apparently, HCS for a while. So for those of you who are coming out to HCS, if you are a supporter of us, just know that you are making a lot of things that are happening with that event happen, including our very presence. So thank you very much for your support. But otherwise, we've got things to get into. We've got things to talk about.
I was actually going to ask you, did you see Hidden Experience tweet about HCS?
Which one?
Well, that's fair. But about just like all the speculation, like if this is going to be the last HCS for like Halo Infinite. I feel like that. I agree with him, and like I feel like that's very telling.
Oh yeah,
that we're probably gonna get a new Halo title
relatively
soon.
I want a trailer next year.
Leaves room for Outpost to come back.
It does. That's what I'm. That's what
You'll
I'm
be able to
hoping.
actually go to this one.
I would like to.
I'm hoping that there will be events other than HCS happening next year to make up for it.
Outpost Discovery was very, very fun.
The VR thing sounded like fun.
It was.
Yeah. The VR plasma pistol laser tag on Valhalla was unbelievable.
I couldn't melee my opponents.
I mean,
they wouldn't let me.
Just one time.
Smack the small 5-year-old.
Shane is a dad to all of us, even those older than him. No.
Come on, be the community's dad.
No, that's horrible.
Fine.
I failed miserably then. I failed as a father.
That sounds like a massive undertaking.
So, speaking of a massive undertaking, I'm glad you said that. Have you guys ever heard of a game called Spartan Survivors?
No, tell me what it is.
See, they're lying. They've heard of it.
I've heard of it.
It's been on
I'm doing
my
it for the show.
TikTok and Twitter feeds.
It's only gotten hundreds of thousands of views across social media. I love you, Papa. We're here live, by the way, with the library as usual on Mondays. Join us on our Discord every Monday at 6 p.m. EST when we record this show because it's a great time in the chat. So, we're here talking about Spartan Survivors, a game that absolutely no one saw coming, that just completely decided to show off and say, hey, by the way, we're awesome and we can make a gaming experience that makes everyone wish that it would have been done officially beforehand. I would like to welcome our good friend Juan to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about what Spartan Survivors is.
So I'm Juan. Maybe the community know me as Bastrub for my other account, and for the French community, they probably know me working on the Halo.fr and Halo Destiny website. And so what is Spartan Survivor? Well, it's a very small, tiny game. It's like you get a character, you shoot a bullet everywhere, and you get thousands of Covenant on you, and you try to survive for 10 minutes, recreating the Halo Combat Evolve campaign on a very, very small scale. And well, that's probably the best I can do to tell you what it is. So like I told you, you're way better than me. I hyping up the game.
Well, I think you nailed it on the head. First of all, didn't know you were with Halo.fr, which is fantastic. I love those guys, so I'm very honored to have you here with us, even more so than I was before, because that's wonderful stuff. You guys have been doing FR for a very, very long time, haven't you?
Oh, actually, I left the website many years ago, so I don't know if they're still active. I think they are.
They are.
Yeah, that's good. I feel like the website about Halo kind of slowed down a few years ago, but it's still good that we have some website in every country and still good Halo community. So good to know that Halo.fr is still going on.
Yeah, I think Halo FR actually has its birthday in the calendar, if I remember correctly. I think we did that, but. Besides the point, yes, Spartan Survivors, a good way to put it is, in fact, shooting bullets everywhere at thousands of Covenant or Flood. That is basically the whole concept of it. If you've ever played Vampire Survivors, it's kind of that sort of style. Survivor was it Survivors.io?
Survivor,
Yes.
Yeah. It's something like that where, it's called a bullet heaven. And I love that concept because it's this style of roguelite combined with bullet hell. You are the bullet hell, so bullet heaven. You are the source of all of this gunfire and all these blades that are shooting out. You get all these power-ups that you can acquire, and your goal is to basically become a one-man army that cannot be touched by these thousands and thousands of units that are surrounding you across this map. I know at least one person in here, in the chat, has actually beaten this game on Legendary, start to finish, already. And if Steve feels like, it was Steve. If Steve feels like explaining what that was like in like a short paragraph, I'll read it because I have not finished the game on Legendary yet. I haven't had the time, but I'm working through it. It's such a fun and, you could say annoyingly, but it would only be annoying if it wasn't fun. Very addictive experience.
It looks like there from a lot of the gameplay that I've watched, there's a lot going on.
There's
a lot happening on screen all at once, and I think it's just super fun to look at.
Yes,
I like to think it's lore accurate chief.
Lore accurate Master Chief.
Actually, if you ever want to do the legendary run, you should wait for the Steam release because you will have the Steam achievement. So
Steve, you hear that? You're gonna have to do it all over again.
We're just gonna assume the first time you did it was a fluke. You have to do it again.
So
no achievements, no proof.
It's coming to Steam. So is it also coming to console?
Yeah, it's in order. We start with itch.io, then we are doing Steam, then a mobile release on Android, and then we will work on the Xbox version. And at the moment, we are looking if we can have Xbox achievement because it requires some backend working, and we need to talk with some Xbox people about that. So that's what we're focused on right now.
Okay, sweet. I mean, I didn't know it was coming to mobile. I'm super excited about that. I was sitting there like, I wish it came to mobile, and I find out today it is in fact coming to mobile. I'm so stoked about that. You already have the achievement hunters in here, super excited because there's so many people in this stream especially that love getting achievements that we only have an entire segment on Chatternet dedicated to it. So they're going to be hunting that stuff down. We're going to have to add it to the show. But
actually, today I was working on the achievement illustration for Steam and Xbox. So I think I will share them next week on the Twitter and Blue Sky account if people want. There is one achievement. I'm not sure which illustration I should go on, so I'll probably let the community decide. Okay, which one do you want in the game, and I will put it there.
Okay, fantastic. Looking forward to that. So now I'm curious. We've jumped straight to the end of the story, but I need to know what came before because we're jumping all the way to what's coming up. I need to know when exactly did this idea come to fruition? When did you and whoever else is on your team, I don't know how big your team is, when did you decide this was the thing? This was the thing you're going to work on, a whole Halo Bullet Heaven game?
Actually, we are a very small team, 2 people working, me and Gaetan. I think we start talking about this in late 2023, something like this. Actually, I have a podcast, and we talked with Max Oberman a few years ago, and I asked the community, if you have some question to Max, you can send me the question and I will ask him. And then we start talking about that, and we're like, we could probably try to do our first game just to learn how to create a video game. And so we had several prototypes and several concepts. I think I will share them on the Twitter account at some point. We have 3 or 4 concepts that we tried to work on. We had a 2D ODST Kinda-like game where you could explore a city at night alone and facing Covenant, and you will gather resources such as weapon, ammunition, friendly marine vehicle, and you will try to bring them to your own base before equipping yourself with your own loadout and progress in the city and try to take down the Covenant out of that, night city. And we had another, all the games were 2D games, and the thing is, each character you have in the final game come from these different concept and prototype we were doing. And at some point we wanted to create a multiplayer 2D arena game. So, take Halo 3 and think as it as a 2D games, and that's what we wanted to go for. And the last one, it was actually way too ambitious for us, but we wanted to recreate Tatanka, the Battle Royale Kinda mod that never came to be on Halo Infinite, as a 2D game. We could play with teammates and go on an island, fight other player and other Covenant to gather resources and weapon and try to be the number one. Since actually we knew how Tatanka would be playing, since we have the game mode, the game file of the Tatanka mode. So yeah. And in the end, all these concepts were very cool, but we felt like it was maybe a little bit too ambitious for a very small game and a very first game, actually. So I played the game you talk about, a Survivor.io, I think. Mm-hmm. It was a very, very fun, very simple game. And I thought, maybe this is a very good thing to do, to start the very first game, try to make something very simple as the Survivor.io. But actually, it was not simple at all. When you see this game, you think this is just a character moving around and shooting bullets and, that's it. But actually, there is a lot of system to think about. Actually, it's not a bullet, it's a projectile, but what kind of projectile, what speed, how should the enemy move? Everything, how do you create a rhythm? It's just not about having AI going on you. It's what is the progression? What is the XP system to upgrade your weapon and everything? It's a lot of system to think about. And for something that was at first I thought would be very simple, it took actually almost a year to do it on our free time. So I think we were working on it maybe a day per week. So yeah, it took almost a year to be done. So that's the story. You start with something very, very ambitious. You try to do something much more simpler. And actually the thing that is much more simple is actually way more complicated than you anticipated. And then you make it to the end and you publish a game and everyone gets happy about it.
I mean, I love all those ideas that you had. So it's only slightly sad that they never came out, but at the same time, you made Spartan Survivors, so it's not like we didn't get something fantastic at the end of it. I'm assuming that by this point, you guys have been getting exclusively just love and praise from around the community. I mean, Halo Studios themselves gave you the approval to make this happen. When did that conversation start?
Actually, I think the first conversation started almost a year ago with some Xbox guy. Actually, I worked at Microsoft when I was 17. It was my first designer work.
Holy crap. Wow.
And then when I left the company, I still had some people I knew there. So when I started this project, I sent them a mail I have this very small project, and do you think I can do something with anything Halo related? Because I want to make a gift to this Halo community, and that should be something nice to do. And they were actually there is some rules about what you can do and you cannot do with the Xbox brand. And so they gave me what's it called, Xbox game content usage rule, something like this, which is actually a very explicit text telling you what you can and cannot do with every Xbox brand. And so from that, we were like, okay, we know that we can use some game asset, but we wanted to create everything ourselves. We know we can not use the name Halo, and we have to just make sure and make it very explicit that this is not an official game and everything. So, well, we did everything, and we start talking about the game more publicly. We shared a trailer in November 2004, I think. And a few months after that, we got a message from the director of communication from Halo Studio, which is like Brian Jara. And, well, he told us a very good thing about the game. He was like, oh, don't be afraid. Like, we won't try to shut you down. We actually really appreciate what you're doing. And, well, we just have something to add in your game, which is like some legal text in the credit. But outside of that, you are good to go, and we appreciate your game, and like we want to play more session of it. So, well, go for it. And that's about it. So very simple, like knowing what was the rule about creating a game with like a Xbox brand, and then Halo Studio came to me directly, and well, it was a very simple and straightforward conversation with them.
Wow,
that's nice. That speaks testaments about Halo Studio. Sorry, it says a lot about them. I mean, and like whenever I see, it's good to know that they're encouraging like the community to take action and make something for themselves. And like, yes, by all means, like not only do they give permission, but like seemingly so like encouraging you to take matters into your own hands to make some type of project. And I'm not going to try to get too much into it, but another name, a big name that comes to mind, Activision, these days seems to do the exact opposite, not letting their community kind of like spread their wings and do their own thing. And then on the other side of the coin, you have Halo Studios, like I said, encouraging you and supporting you, and not only just giving you permission, to make a project of your own. It just the different. I can take some consolidation in that when it comes to Halo as a franchise and the name Halo. It's good to know.
Yep. And that makes me now think, I'm wondering here, you're setting up with like Steam achievements, you're getting it released on Steam, you're getting it released on Xbox and stuff. What sort of steps are necessary to make a fan game like that released that way? Because we've only seen it happen one time with Doberman Studios and Spartan Firefight and Spartan Runner. So what are these steps that you have to take to make it so that you don't step on any toes or cross any legal boundaries?
Well, like I told you, the Xbox Game Content Suggest is very, very explicit about what you have to do to use any Xbox brand. So, well, nothing fancy. Actually, it's just making clear in every communication that you're not an official game. You cannot make any money from this game unless you want some Microsoft flyer to go at you. And I actually am saying that because one of the people I know doing some other stuff got Microsoft layer at his ass. So well, it can be a very difficult situation sometimes. So yeah, no, we said just make sure that on the legal side you are okay with everything Microsoft is asking on their game content usage. Don't try to play it too smart. Like just make it for the fun, for the passion. And well, other than that, really there is no how to say that, no difficulty to have. Like on Steam, you can just publish the game, and actually when you just set up the game, you explicitly tell them that it is a fan game about this brand and that you get permission, and then you just send them the confirmation about everything. As for the Xbox, the thing is there is two ways to publish a game on Xbox. Like you can publish it as an application, like game application, but it is without achievement, and then you have the Xbox game program, and where we can have the achievement. And that's actually what we're talking about right now with the teams, like having the approbation to use this Xbox program so we can add the achievement. So I would say for this one, it's a little bit more complicated because you have to talk with the right people at the publishing side. It's not impossible, but usually it is done for a commercial game that, are going to be sold or free to play with microtransaction. For fan game, I don't know actually how, if there is if there is other fan game with achievement on the Xbox Store. I really don't know. You can tell me.
I don't think that Spartan Runner does. I think, or Firefight. I think they both are just kind of the way that they are. I think on Steam they might, but that's all that I got. Xbox achievements are just. I have no idea how that system works, but on the game side of things, because there are a couple things that I'm curious about. There's already a lot to it. Just to kind of explain a little bit about what I was able to find in my exploration of it, there are 4 difficulties, as per usual: easy, normal, heroic, legendary. Depending on what difficulty you pick, that changes things like enemy damage and enemies. I'm pretty sure it changes enemy damage and how many enemies are on the level. Is that correct?
It doesn't change damage. It changed how many enemies there is on the run, indeed, and the speed as well.
Okay.
And the enemy knockback resistance. So your weapon cannot push the enemy as far as on easy mode or normal mode.
Okay. So you have these difficulties, already making it hard enough. Fantastic. And then you have the entirety of all these levels to go through, which is the entirety of Combat Evolved. You have a bunch of different characters to choose from, which ranges from canon characters all the way to content creators that have supported the game. And then you also have in the menu, you can upgrade certain items in order to make it so that it gets more powerful the more that you use it. And it kind of creates this level of replayability where you want to get as strong as possible, super useful, and it'll help you on your run every single time. So my wondering is, in the context of something like Vampire Survivors is a similar kind of style game in the same genre. Their whole thing is having things like hidden characters, hidden levels, all this stuff. Is there any plan currently for additional content that's something like maybe we get the entire Halo 2 campaign, maybe we get hidden characters that we can unlock through certain actions? Is there anything that you guys are wanting to play around with that?
Actually, at some point, I wanted to create an Halo 2 update with like all the level from Halo 2. It's just that it takes way too much time to do that right now. Actually, right now, I'm crushing on my free time to actually add new content to the base game. And it's like, so it's not even new level, it's just a few weapons, few adjustments, a few drop, and it already takes a lot of time. So I probably will never do a Halo 2 update, or maybe in 1 or 2 years, I don't know. As for the thing about unlockable character and stuff like this, well, that's on me. Actually, I'm the kind of guy who I hate to unlock stuff. Like, I just like when everything is unlocked from the get-go, and I can just start the game and choose the way I want to play. So, and actually, I'm a little bit surprised, but well, I learn every day. A lot of people told me, "Oh, I wish I wouldn't have all the characters from the beginning, and I would unlock each character at each level." I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, that's interesting," because for me it was like, well, you can start the game and try which character you want, and you can play everything without being forced. And they're like, "Yeah, I know, but I'm missing something to unlock." I'm like, "Okay, that's a fair feedback." So for this game, I don't think I can change that because it would require way too much work. And well, my philosophy was like, player make their own fun. It was in a way it was a way to say that we don't put stuff behind any unlockable wall. You have everything from the get-go, and just you to decide which kind of fun you want to have. So yeah, for this game, probably nothing to unlock. Unless if you count the achievement, but for other projects that I want to work on, it's definitely a feedback I will take into account.
That's fantastic. I mean, it fits in really well here. For those of you who have been around here long enough, you already know the slogan. Would any of you like to shout it real quick?
We like to have fun.
Oh yeah, actually, I'm reading the chat, and like Steve is saying something very true. Like, there is one thing to unlock if you finish the game. It's like a custom game. Well, at the end, you get to exactly like you do custom game in any Halo game. You can change the setting, like having more speed, endless waves, stuff like this. And well, that's the only thing you unlock in the game. Actually, thanks Steve for reminding me. Even me, I forgot about it. So thanks.
So that's the thing, is that players love to have that level of they have something to work towards. I can understand it. I think if I had that decision making, I think my thinking probably would have been like adding a cheat code menu so you could unlock everything if you wanted to. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying I could imagine that's like something that people have thought about. I get it, but this is all entirely your game, and I like the concept of it.
No, I agree. It's like it's a very first game. Never done any game before, so actually you learn from that. So actually, I'm very glad that the community has been like, honestly, when I released the game with my partner, I was like, okay, if we get maybe 200 downloads, I will be very happy. And in the end, we had like 10,000 downloads. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's much more than I expected. And we got so many like positive feedback, and even the feedback telling us that, oh, I don't like this. It wasn't like, oh, your game is trash. And it's just like, oh, I appreciate the game, but I just wish I could have this thing of this thing. I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe we can add this kind of stuff. So like, I was so happily surprised by the positive reaction and the positive reception about the game. And well, the community has been really, really lovely about that.
Mm-hmm. I think you picked a perfect time, because it's not, if you're watching this stuff, it's no surprise to me, at least. People have been waiting for a new Halo experience for so very long, and whenever we first talked about it, I was pretty much like, if you're looking for something that's different, this is exactly what I've been saying. It was perfectly timed, too, because only like a week before, I was trying to encourage people to play Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike, because they're just different experiences, and I was guessing that the majority of Halo fans have not actually tried it on Steam or Xbox with their releases. And so I was like...
good game, actually. I love them.
They're great. They're great games. So I was like... Spartan Survivors just dropped. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is the sort of thing you've got to try. And it was remarkable seeing how many people were giving it a shot and saying, oh, this is what we mean when we say Halo doesn't have to take itself seriously all the time. I
agree with that. I think that the biggest missed opportunity from Halo Studio, well, 343 Industry back then, was like the Mega Blocks game. I think everyone saw this game and like,
oh my god,
this is exactly what we need. Like we need this kind of just, fresh and very not serious game and funny. I think this is what Halo should be in some kind of way. So that's a missed opportunity.
There was like 2 Lego Halo fan games I heard about. From those videos that I made about fan games, like I was getting DMs. There was actually footage of it that I threw in the second one for fun. But it was a Halo Lego fan game that was being worked on that never got finished. And I'm like, oh, I wish that it was so cool. But speaking of these games and all of that, we'll come back to Spartan Survivors in a second, because I still have a couple curiosities. But you keep on talking about this next game that you're working on. This Spartan Survivors was your first game, but now it's informing your second game. Is this another Halo game you're working on, or are you working on something original using the bones of what you've made with Spartan Survivors?
Something completely different. Actually, I'm the kind of guy who have different projects at the same time, like working on different projects.
Understandable.
So, yeah, I guess you're all the same as a team. Like, you get me, but like one of these projects, actually two concepts I'm working on. And like, I would say one is like, what if you had, it's not a Halo game, but it will be easy to summarize. Like, what if you had Halo, but you had to play Halo with dice and card? So that's how I would try to picture the game. And the other game is like a 2D shooter game, same stuff as Spartan Survivors, but like, what if instead, it's getting late and my French, like my English is terrible at night.
You're doing fantastic. You're doing great.
Instead of dodging the bullet, what if you had to actually catch the bullet to actually fire on the opponent? That's the kind of concept I'm trying to work on right now, to see if it's fun. And if it's fun, then I'll probably try to make a bigger game of that. And well, something not related to Halo, because at some point, this game was a gift to the community, because I've been in the community for, well, more than 20 years, I guess, something like this. So I just wanted to, give something to the community. But if you are able to create game and you want to get a living from that, then at some point you should probably try to make your own game with your own brand, own IP and everything, so you can actually sell your game and, well, try to make more stuff from that.
Yeah, of course. And using the popularity from Spartan Survivors, no brainer. I mean, the game has blown up in popularity. You said yourself you were getting over 10,000 downloads on itch.
Yeah, actually we reached 10,000 downloads a few days ago. And again, like it was a total surprise. Like I told you a few minutes ago, if we had 200 downloads, I would have been very happy. 10,000, like wow, what the fuck? I like the game, but it's not the prettiest game ever. It's very simple. The map are square arena, and it's like I'm like okay, like I'm very happy that people are having fun with the game, and I had fun creating the game with my friend. But I've seen people who spend like I don't know. I've seen someone in the we have some data stuff to check overall how much the game is played, and I've seen someone who had already 6 hour or 7 hour playtime of the game, which is like it's not a lot compared to other games, but like when you take into account that one map is like 7 to 10 minutes, that makes a lot. Like, even if we finish the campaign, you're like maybe 1 hour and a half, something like this, but not 7 hours. I'm like, okay, some people apparently they really like this kind of game. And I'm very happy that in the next update, we'll have some, new stuff for them, new challenges, boss, stuff like this, so they can spend even more time with this game if they like it.
Awesome. I love the concept. People really are. I think someone in the chat here, actually, it was Dadaroth, said it very, very simply. It's well deserved, Juan. You cooked. You made a game that, like, sure, isn't the most visually stunning. It isn't the deepest in gameplay, but you made an addicting
fun.
loop. Yes, it's
That's
fun.
all that matters.
If that's
fun.
not like the number one thing a game is supposed
You can
to
have
accomplish,
fun playing it. That's all that matters.
It's not a book.
had to take the shot. I appreciate it.
Yep, all day. Not a reader.
So, nothing but praise and love for this game is completely worthy. I completely get it. So now I'm kind of wondering about some of the more intimate things about the game's development. So, when you were putting it together, was it the plan from the very beginning to make it Halo Combat Evolved's campaign, or was it originally like, here's a random map, maybe it's generated? Was there anything about that was informed in the development, or was there just always from the beginning Halo Combat Evolved's campaign?
Once we land on that Survivor ID, it was always Halo C. Like, maybe we are getting an Unreal Halo C remake next year, but until that, you're going to have like a 2D Halo C remake in some way. So that was always the idea once we landed on the Survivor concept.
Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time the Halo CE was remade in a 2D environment, I'd have like 5 nickels by this point. It's so much fun.
I think there is like such a good remake of that, like a Game Boy-like game. I don't know the name, but like I think it was like so lovely. Like I like the idea.
You are talking about, my friend, Halo Combat Devolved. That is one of the best games that I got to play during the Halo fan game series. That was a fun duology, if you will.
Actually, with what we created with Spartan Survivor, at some point we wanted to literally create Halo C 2D campaign, like the level, the progression, everything. And when I saw that this kind of game already existed, that's when we changed concept. But at some point, we created all the 2D character in this style because it was much more easier to animate and to create squad for this kind of game. And then we changed that. But that was one the idea to create like the whole campaign as a literal 2D game. Again, a little bit too ambitious maybe at that time.
I mean, it worked out, it seems like. And I think out of the development of everything that you've done, because we could talk about how weapons were balanced all day. I think everyone loves the sniper rifle for one reason or another. But what I'm most curious about in the background of things, the choice of characters. How long was that process? Why did you choose who you did? What was the criteria for becoming a character in Spartan Survivors?
Like I told you, like all the characters are from different concepts that we prototyped. So like the ODST was from this ODST game. So I already had those skins. So I'm like, okay, let's use that skin as a new character and give him his own weapon. Like the thing is, at first we had only like the Master Chief, and it was like, okay, that's fun, but for this kind of game, some people may not want to have just like an SO rifle to shoot. Maybe they want different kind of weapon to, well, have their own playstyle. So I was like, okay, I have all these different skin from different prototype that we make. I have all these different weapons. Well, maybe I can at least try to give people a way to play the game in some different way. So, well, there was not much more through than that. The only through was about like the community-based character.
That's what
like,
I'm mostly curious about. Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's like first one is Leper Laden. I really wanted to have like we have been talking a lot of time, Leper and I. So he made some really cool remix from some Halo music, and I was like, oh, actually, I love your music. Can I use one of your music in the game? And he was like, oh yeah, sure, go on. So I'm like, okay, like I'm going to loop your music this way. Is it okay for you? And he was such a nice guy, and he played the beta of the game, and he had some very good feedback. So I'm like, okay, I cannot give you much, but I would be very happy to have you in my game. So like, okay, that's one character. Then we have Agot that you probably know for Anchor.gg, which is like modding on Halo Infinite. And Halo Infinite, like I think he made Halo Infinite what it should have been in terms of like playability, but that's up to anyone thinking, of course. Yep. So it was like we had a lot of talk about game design, stuff like that. He is someone that I really appreciate, and he's like a brilliant mind. So I was like, okay, I want to give him like a character and his own weapon. And then the other skin that you can see, like for the ODST, it's Ace, which is like one of my friends in France, which is living in United Kingdom right now. So I just wanted to have a skin for him. Another one is another friend that is not known in the Halo community. And the last one is like Halo.api, which is, what's the name now? It's Grunt.api, I think, something like this.
Yep.
He was a former friend of mine. We worked together on different projects. Like maybe you heard about like a Playdate.gg at some point.
I think I have.
And so we had a podcast in France, and he was on the team. So I was like, okay, you know what? I want to have in this game some people that I have good memory with. So I'm going to add that one last skin for him. And well, that's about it. So you have some pretty basic thing. Oh yeah, actually the last character that I added was like Johnson. I don't remember what was the reason behind hiding Johnson. I just think it's a cool character, and I miss this character in the Halo game. So I was like, okay, that's one way to make him survive. And actually, it was a very good way to have like an upcoming Steve achievement related to Johnson. So I was like, okay, that makes sense to have this character in the game.
Well, you just knew it was the right thing to do, of course.
I mean, everyone liked Johnson. Well, I hope everyone liked Johnson. So
I don't know anyone who didn't, and I never want to meet anyone that didn't.
And there is one last character that I couldn't had because I didn't have much time, but I maybe I will have enough time in the coming weeks. It's like, what if you play Spartan Survivor, but actually as a flood, and so instead of firing weapon, you are firing flood spore all around you and trying to eliminate Covenant as a flood. Like, I don't know, it's really fun, so I'm trying to see if I can add this character and get like a playable version of this concept. And if it's fun, it's probably be the next character that we will add with the Steam release. But no promises, I'm not sure yet.
That's fantastic. Well, and now I'm kind of curious now. Spartan Survivors, fantastic. You're moving on to making something that's paid, makes a whole lot of sense. So do you think that sometime in the future, let's say you come upon some form of small fortune from your next game due to the surprise love that this game got, do you think they'll ever come back and continue updates on this game, or even better, to some, I would assume, make another Halo fan game title? Or do you think this is your proof that you can make a game and now you're moving on to greener pastures?
It's not impossible that maybe later this year and next year I will add some bonus level. Like it's just like maybe I have some idea and I want to try something, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I already have this playable game, so I can prototype some idea in it. So maybe I will try to add that. Like at some point, I wanted to add like a marathon level in the game with like just just to have a different skin and different mechanic. So maybe that's something I will work on. I still want to do this Halo 2 update I told you about, but it's just an enormous amount of work. So I think it's not impossible that in the future I will add some bonus level. Just like, okay, like I had an idea and I think it's fun and I will add it to the game. But yeah, I think that when we do the Steam release, we will consider the game to be content complete, and then we will focus on the Xbox release. And well, once this done, we'll probably move on to other experiences.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, it's super exciting. I like what you guys have right now. I think most people do.
Oh, actually, there is one thing that I'll tell you. I don't think I told that on the Twitter account, but we want to open source the technology we used on our game. So actually, if people want to create a new character, new weapon, new level, they can actually use our tech and add level to the game by their own. So it's not Steam Workshop, but it's a different kind of adding content and just giving the game to the community so they can do anything they want with it.
That is genius. That's a wonderful idea. I'm so glad you're doing that. Oh man, that's a great innovation. Man, I genuinely want to come up with something to say to that, but I don't, because that was just a great idea. I can already tell. I can tell you how many people are already interested, probably just from hearing that, on like, oh dude, I can't wait to add this. I can't wait to add that. I can't wait to completely change. Like, we're talking like maps, characters, weapons. Is it completely open source?
Yeah, we will open source the technology because like the tech we've been using is like it's our own tech. We didn't use like a Unity or Unreal. Like we created everything from scratch. It was actually the goal, like to discover how do you create a game, but from scratch without nothing. So. And since the technology is ours, we're like, yeah, okay, we probably not going to use this tech on other project. So, well, better give it to the community. And I'm sure some people will have fun creating stuff and share it. So I think that's the best way to keep the game alive in some way without relying on myself because I won't have time to do that. But yeah, I'm sure the community... I mean, the Halo community is so great at so many stuff. We have seen some great fun game like Branching Thickness, I think. Like when you see this kind of game coming up from the community, we're like, okay, if we give them the tool for a 2D game, I'm sure they can create some stuff and share it around and have fun on their own. So yeah, that's like it's kind of the stop killing game, but actually like we did it before having like. Before being obliged by this kind of stuff.
Dude, let me go on a quick rant because I was just talking. I was talking about this today in the Wildlands stream. I was talking about this last week. I was talking about this the week before. Dude, listen. Unique engines are awesome. Handcrafted, homegrown engines are what made this godforsaken community of gamers, okay? Just a bunch of dudes getting together, making some magic happen by saying, I want the computer to be able to do this. The computer is not currently able to do this. Let me real quick make it possible for the computer to do this. The sheer concept that I've been sharing so much is that this constant shift that people are trying to take where they're saying, I need to work on Unreal, I need to work on Godot, I need to work on Unity. I understand it's a very easy thing to get into, and I understand as a free developer especially, perfect place to learn. Completely makes sense. Massive shift of AAA developers. The next Ghost Recon is going to be on Unreal, by the way.
Everything is going to be on Unreal
it's
for
like,
the next few years.
Dude,
That's just Unreal.
That's Ghost Recon was on Anvil Next 2.0. Halo Infinite Slipspace based off of Blam Engine. By this point, the only game that we're going to have that's not on Unreal is going to be Call of Duty, still using its own proprietary engine. It's
that was
had
based
since
off the Quake engine.
Yes, all the way back
90s.
in the 90s.
Yes.
It's like, dude.
It's just a very, very up. Now, to be fair, I will say, like, the new Call of Duty, like, despite how the product is these days, like, it feels smooth, if nothing else. But, like, all they've done is just refurbish the Quake engine for going on 30 years at this point.
That's the thing. They put in the effort, they put in the money. If we put $500,000 into Slipspace and actually used it in a way that was efficient, I'm guaranteeing you it would have been great.
Well, I mean, that doesn't, as long as there's not contractors working on the next Halo
That's
game
why I'm
as
saying
well.
efficient.
Yes.
Stop the contracting work.
The engine wasn't the problem. It's bringing contractors in who don't know how to use. I knew we were going to get into this at some point.
Yeah.
But here, I can save it.
No,
I was going to say, I have a
actually,
dedicated.
it's a very interesting topic, and I can agree with you. Like we are missing something with having general purpose engine, but the thing is, it's actually great. I don't remember who said that, but when you work with contractor, actually, it's indeed great because like you have like some common stuff. Everything know the engine, the tool. You don't have to learn on your time to do that. So like it works very well for Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. They did on Unreal Engine and they work with some Korean team. So it's for this. It depends what's your project. But I think, like you said, we are missing something. Like one example. With the Tiger engine, like the Blame engine, Bungie had their own way to do PBR, which is like a physical-based rendering. And you have this, I don't know how to describe it, but this Halo look that is very, like when you see a screenshot from Halo, you're like, okay, this is from Halo. You cannot miss it. Like it's not another game. But in real game, they all look very samey in some kind of way if they want to go for that realistic style because they use the same base light setting and stuff like this. But I think some developer in the future, if they are doing some big project that needs some external partner, they're going to use Unreal stuff like this because it's a how say that very well known engine in the industry. But you have some developer using not engine but framework like. What's the game where you play poker with cards like Balatro? Like the Balatro, it was not made on a given engine. It was like a 2D framework, and they create their own engine to create the game. And it helps having framework because you can create some good stuff easily and on your own. But it's good for certain game and a certain scale of game. And I don't think in the future you will see many AAA using their own engine, unless you are maybe EA, like a company with more than 10 years of existence, and you already have your own tech. And you have even like The Witcher, CD Projekt, they are switching to Unreal, I think, for the next game. So yeah, I think we are losing something, but it's how the industry is moving on, unfortunately.
It's just a sad thing, but that's why I'm kind of curious now. We've heard Joseph Staten, one of the original developers of Halo, say multiple times that ODST was his favorite game that he got to put together during his time at Bungie, because he worked on every single Halo up until the end of Bungie's tenure with it, even Halo Infinite when he came back for it. And he still says ODST was his favorite. And I'm remembering the reason why was because he went from the mainline, Halo Combat Evolved, up to Halo Reach, up to Halo Infinite, where he's working with hundreds of developers. Halo 2, Halo Combat Evolved, maybe not. Halo 2, probably. Halo 3, definitely. Halo Reach, oh yeah. Halo Infinite, 700 employees. But when he was working on ODST, he had, I think he said, estimated about 11 to 12 that he got to work with. It was a smaller team, much more contained, and thus easier to communicate. So when you're moving forward and you're wanting to work on your next titles and such, is that the sort of mentality that we can expect to see from whatever's next for you, whatever your team is going to be? It's going to be more this like building it yourself, smaller groups, more focused on almost like a AA type of developer cycle. Is it going to be something like that?
Sorry, I missed you for like 10 seconds. I don't know if it's me, but like...
Oh, no problem. I can say it all again. I'm so good at this. So pretty much, whenever we see your next game, whenever we see whatever your game development team is going to be, which actually, real quick, do you have a name for the company that you're putting together as your development name?
Oh no, we're just using the bathrobe name. That's it.
Okay, bathrobe. That's funny.
Official name.
Sweet, Bathrobe Games. Anyway, so when you're going in with Bathrobe, going forward with your new games and such, will your approach to it be similar to what Joseph Staten was doing, where you're focusing on smaller teams, building this out yourself, real homegrown video games, more like a AA experience? Is that sort of the direction that you're hoping to go in?
Oh yeah, and I wish a lot of developers will do that. Like I think smaller team, when you are able to work with a small team, you can achieve great things. Like I think it was Alex Seropian who said that the team is the project, and that's a saying I really love. Like when you are in a team, when you know everyone and you are confident with the people you're working on, you can go through the most difficult stuff, but you're doing it with people you appreciate and you trust, and you can make great experience from that. So yeah, for Bathrobe, like game is just one project I'm working on. I have another project which is like not related to games. It's like a SaaS, like a software as a service stuff. But in every project I'm working on, I want to keep it very small, like not much than 5-6 people at max, because I appreciate working with the people that I trust, and I'm okay making smaller game as long as we are making good game and we are actually enjoying the process of creating the game and any other project I'm working on. So yeah, I totally understand what Joseph Teton was saying about Halo 3 ODST. It's actually my favorite Halo game alongside Halo C. And I think what's resonated the most is like he appreciated working on ODST from one specific thing is that the engine was already made and they could focus on the creative process. And that's probably something, well, I feel like Halo and 343 had some difficulty over the years because each time they were trying to rebuild the engine or increase the engine capacity, and it was always such a burden on the team. And at some point, it's great to have like your own tech, or even if you use another engine, and try to use what you already created to create your next project. And well, I think that's what From Software has been doing, and it's been very good for them. So yeah, that's probably this kind of path we're going to pursue.
Well, I very much can appreciate that. I very much look forward to seeing what Bathrobe produces next, and I desperately need you to never change the team name because it's just, it grabs the attention so perfectly. And also, did you do this on purpose? I saw this in the chat just now. Steve said that Bathrobe Spartan gives you a stat boost in Spartan Survivors.
Yeah, I think one of the next achievement we have is like a thanks Bathrobe when you just launch the game. It's like, just, I don't take myself very seriously. I just like to have a good laugh. And I think Bathrobe is like Bathrobe, it's like, what's that? Like, I had a joke about that, but it works in French and not in English. But anyway,
you can say it in English. You could say it in French, and then we could just, laugh if you want.
No, that's okay. No, but yeah, but it really sucks.
Okay.
Bathrobe is just a silly name I went with. Like we had another account in a podcast called Bathrobe, and just why I go with Bathrobe is because I'm a designer. I work remotely, and when I work at my place, I don't dress for the work. I work only wearing a bathrobe, and you can find like on my LinkedIn, it's me wearing a bathrobe. So it's like, okay, I will go with that thing.
It's so perfect.
That's awesome.
That's standing on business. That's what that is. You got the brand, and you're sticking to it. Oh, I love it. And if that's not the creator's real desire is to be comfortable while they're creating, I completely get it. Well, before we wrap up for the day, is there anything in particular that we can expect from you, either coming from the Bathrobe podcast or coming up very soon, like the soonest thing that's coming to either Spartan Survivors or new updates from your new game? Is there anything that viewers can get excited about coming soon?
Well, the Steam release will be in August. We are actually working on some new content, I told you, like adding bosses and new drop, and we are going to publish the page so people can wishlist the game so they can be aware when it's available. Then, mobile release probably in September, then the Xbox release later this year. Regarding Spartan Survivor, that's going to be the thing. And, other stuff. Right now, I'm just going to take a good break after that because, I can tell you, working on a game is, so tiring. It's fun, but it's, you don't get a lot of sleep, I would say. So I'm just going to take a good break. And, I just hope that the community will have, a good enough game to wait for the next Halo game, and that will be enough for me.
Fantastic. Well, my friends, for those of you who are tuned in and listened to this whole thing, thank you so much for your time. Please go find Spartan Survivors on itch.io. Whenever it's out on Steam, find it there as well. We'll be posting links and updates as we go along here into our Discord, just to make sure that everyone here is aware of what's going on with that, because it is a worthwhile experience that is certainly needed in our current state of one of the worst droughts we've ever had in the entirety of the Halo franchise. So if you're feeling like you need a little bit of a something, this is the sort of game that you want to be trying. Tons of characters, tons of maps, tons of different ways to get some replayability out of it. It's worth your time. Give it a shot. Otherwise, if you feel like supporting Juan here directly, Bathrobe Podcast is his show. Bathrobe on Twitter as well. You can find him there. He posts his own updates, so you don't have to rely upon us entirely, but he's got his own thing. So support him directly, support that duo they got going on, and help them bring more of their concepts to life. Other than that, you can also find us at JumperScape.com. You can support us there or join our community here on Discord at the link at the very top. There's a little Discord icon. And if you feel like sticking around, we'll be here kicking off the Patreon segment here in a moment with our quiz and also reading off some Q&A. So thank you again, Juan, for joining us. I very much appreciate it. I'm assuming now it is the time for you to hopefully sleep, or are you going to be doing game dev instead of that?
No, I've been doing that today for specific content for Spartan Survivors, so I'm going to sleep right now. And well, just wanted to thank you. It was a real pleasure being there. Once again, I'm very sorry for my terrible English at this time. Like usually, I'm a little better in English, but like at 1 a.m., I'm so fucking tired.
I can't lie to you, my guy. You're damn near fluent, so you're fine.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right. Well,
thanks. It was a real pleasure being with you guys, and thanks for all the great things you have been sharing. And I just want to thanks again for the video you made about all the fan games. There is a lot of games that I didn't know about, and I downloaded some of these games, and some of them are really fun. So yeah, just keep highlighting the good Halo stuff from the community. It's a real pleasure to discover anything you can share. So thanks for keeping the Halo community alive until we get this new game.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. You have a good rest of your evening, and for everyone else, we'll see you in a moment with the Patreon segment. Patreon. Starting off at our top tiers, the 150 Chroniclers, we have It's Default 456, Dion Esports, Dark Salad 42. Anyone have any ibuprofen? I got a headache. Cat. Oh, that's messed up, dude. Connor, do you actually?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure, because I was about to explain it to you in brutal detail.
At first, I was like, why did this man just say cat? Oh. I thought you were talking about the animal.
No.
Cutscene.
Hounds of Meath, Noah Willette, Perry the Platypus. This is my Halo 5-inator. With it, the entire tri-state area will enjoy Halo 5's campaign.
No.
What an inator.
Oh, gosh. And whenever it zaps, it only zaps Phineas and Ferb's mom. So whenever she's about to come outside and see their stuff, she just suddenly has an overwhelming urge to go play Halo 5's campaign.
She's like, Candace, I don't care. I gotta go play Halo 5. And you can't, she's just so mad because she just does not care.
The one, the only, Dick Hammerbush. Yeah! Zoom in on that, me in the future. Next up, you guys are officially in the monthly budget.
Wait,
That's a good way of saying you're contributing to the Patreon.
What did it say?
We're in the monthly budget.
You guys are officially in the monthly budget. That's so funny.
That's a good one.
Cool Blaze, H Ghost, Head Grunt at Nipple Academy Lactation Department, Jerome with the chairs, Spartak Bugo, G156, Connor Clark, Dylan, James is proud saying Healy father-in-law, Jess, John Dowsett, Jempermer Tapestries, Lactating Gardier, Lactating Milk MT, Macabre Cobwebs, The Lactation of Mercy, Thomas Lane, #1 Ungoy reproduction fan. Can you not, actually? Can you for real? Sky Cairo, Durandal, Eva, Flyboy Pfeiffer, Jake Somali, Lone Blaziken, my name is Austin. Oops.
It was just oops.
It's just oops. Random Speed, Shade Communications, Slapnuts, support the calendar. Tails Williams. Tails Williams, the fried timer that only had one job. What? The fried time. What time was it on this show? I don't know. The Big Moose, Unknown Hero, Zalodactation, Tikavatamai, Agent Hildebrand, Lieutenant Oni Section 3, Aussie ODST, Brain Rot, Captain Chaplain Bombastic, Chat, we need to start lactating, Damien Groth, Drunk Silvari, Ethan, Girl Dad Sam, hey rookie, so no head.
That's a good one. That might be my favorite one right now.
So horrible.
That might be my favorite one right now.
Rookie got shot in the back of the head, bro. In a book, Connor.
Oh. I don't like books, so.
I'm just saying that an important thing happened in a book again.
Oh, another important event in a book?
This is old. This is a while. This is old. This isn't.
It was
new.
one of the first times.
Yeah.
Hurragog Rossum, I haven't got a hernia. It's my car keys. I'm going to behave for my boy Tim. I'm huffing the ongoing methane tanks. JumperScape, but the J is pronounced like the J in jalapenos with a thick Honduran accent. JumperScape.
Got him.
Master Chief is just 3 raccoons in Mjolnir armor. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Commander Miranda to War Keys gets spikered in the back. And right now, you can save 50 euro per year. Pity 104, Vermin, Apple I don't want loud for Christmas, Apple Juice 01, Boomerang, can't say that one yet. Clotspark 5970, dang old Muskrat got sent to the front to deal with those dang old lactating fellers. Get a Muskrat! Does this look infected? Captain Keys. Does this look infected?
That's insane.
Dragonfire Fish, no. I kissed a Kigyar and I liked it. Infinity class milk carrier lactational sensation. Iskari, John Halo, and the Raiders of Bungie Studios. Kiri, Kalahuli, lactating beavers. Mad Jeremy.
They do that?
Narrow Nomad, Pasta Rocket Mechanic, PFC Dustin Echoes, Potassium Sword, Ryan Hansen, Sergeant Johnson, Stick of the Cunal Rock, Spartan Alex 30, Stick a Sword in Me, I'm done, Emil. Jeez, dude, why are we just talking about the dead people? I get it now, but why did you do that?
The fried timer was in relation to George.
Oh, no.
I'm impressed you got that.
He did. He read the chat. I'm calling it.
Yeah.
You should have just lied.
Shout out Rogue.
T-Pass Party 79 Wilma, would you like yodeling pickles?
No.
Hey Alexa, can Minecraft animals lactate? Yes, they can actually.
The cow.
The cow. And last but never least, Captain in Warm Apple Swamp.
What did you say? The very last one at the bottom?
Never
I don't
least.
think
The last one at the very bottom is a free account and doesn't actually count.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So,
Yeah, you don't matter.
no, it's not that. It's not that.
He matters. He matters.
It's not. I didn't say that at all, actually.
He matters to me.
So, anyway. It's real to me. Folks who are here and tuned in, if you want to be on the quiz show, like right now, raise those motherfucking hands.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands
Put your
up.
hands. Oh wow.
Put your Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, we got 4 people.
You hold on a second. Connor chooses. You got 10 seconds. You got 10 seconds. You got 9 seconds. You got 8 seconds left. You got 7 seconds left to do that. You got 6, 7 seconds. You got 5 seconds left. You got 4 seconds on the clock. 3 seconds are still left. 2 seconds available to you. And 1 second you will be out of time. We're out of time.
All right.
So, Connor, make your pick. Who's the one?
This is more like 15 seconds. now you're pushing 20. Now you're at 21.
Boomerang, you coward. You
All right.
absolute coward.
All right. We've got Booha, we've got Pfeiffer, Dataroth,
Yeah,
and
choose
Coyote.
one of them.
Coward.
No, I really don't want to take the risk of getting friendly fired later on Helldivers, so I'm gonna get Pfeiffer.
Okay. Let's get Pfeiffer up here.
Don't friendly fire me.
We're going to spawn in later. You're just going to get... That's for not
Hello.
Hello, Pfeiffer. How are you?
I've got to mute him.
Pretty good.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it. You know, you got 1,000 Halo Infinite credits up for grabs. Are you excited about that?
I was ready to hear. Why didn't you pick me in the senator to the back of my head?
So
Make it super. Make it super credits, and he'll be happy.
just a reminder, just to make sure that you know, you can in fact add 500 credits to the pool so that you can pass it to the next person if you don't feel like having the credits. Should you win today? A little bit of an update on your rules. You have 10 questions. You can get 2 of them wrong. You get the 3rd one wrong. You're out of here. You have a lifeline to use for Shane, and you have a special exclusive trademarked Connor lifeline.
Can we just take away my lifeline?
No.
Can we just make? No, come on, take
No.
away ours and just let it be Connor.
If people win too often, I'll think about it.
Okay.
But
I like that.
I've only cost one person their credits.
so Pfeiffer, tell me a little bit. How confident are you in your Halo knowledge? You won before, haven't you?
Yeah, but it was a little bit hairy.
Okay. Well,
What I remember.
this one's all about, since the Spartan Survivors is based on Combat Evolved, this one's all about Combat Evolved.
I should be good on that one then. I've read several of the books, and
You know,
that's the first game I played. So.
just whatever you do, don't you look at that stupid chat. That chat could either give you the answer or lead you completely astray. I don't want you to get deceived here, okay?
Alrighty.
Okay. Are you prepared? Are you ready?
Ready, Daddy?
Okay.
What?
Connor, get set on the buttons. Let's give it a little bit of a preview. So, if you hit the blue button at the very bottom, that goes, yay! And then I think the one right above it goes, social credit deducted.
Social credit
correct?
deducted.
Several people are typing yes. Good. All right.
And then here's Shane's button.
Womp. All right. Here we go.
I can even hear it on my phone.
Excellent. First question. What is the first mission in Halo Combat Evolved? Is it Pillar of Autumn, Halo, Truth and Reconciliation, or the Silent Cartographer?
Pillar of Autumn.
Yes! Yes! We're off to a good start. We're cooking. We're cooking already with
All right.
with butter, maybe even lard. Lard later if you keep this up. All right. Next
All
up.
right. I love that tallow.
What Easter egg Spartan can be found in Combat Evolved Anniversary? Is it Kelly,
Ugh.
Linda, Vale, or Naomi?
Linda.
It's Linda! He's cooking. He's got this. I believe in him.
Isn't she on like one of the screens
Yes.
on the ship?
Yep.
That's right.
And in Halo Combat Evolved, created by Connor Dawn, we've been playing through it on our Halo mod spotlight streams. You can play as Linda in Player 2 in the next update. Anyway.
Nice.
Next question. The first mission you can fly a Banshee, it's reasonably possible, is Assault on the Control Room, 2 Betrayals, The Silent Cartographer, or Truth and Reconciliation.
I remember the first time I saw it was when you were running all through those snowy corridors. And then there's like a dude,
and
and you gotta be really fast to kill him before he gets into it. But if there's like a weird way to jump out of the map and get somewhere where you're not supposed
I'm
to,
not
then I don't
counting the
know,
weird
'cause otherwise-
glitches. I'm not counting those ones.
Okay.
Strictly gameplay.
The first place I remember is Assault on the Control Room.
It's Assault on the Control Room. Hit the button. Yes. Okay. Excellent. I love how hype we get when we can't hear any of the cheering or any of the sound effects.
We don't hear that at all.
We're just really good at being our own hype men. That's kind of how it goes. All right, next question. Question number 4. You spawn with a sniper rifle in Halo, 2 Betrayals, The Silent Cartographer, or Truth and Reconciliation?
Truth and Reconciliation.
Truth and Reconciliation. Didn't even need to think about it. This guy's got it. This guy's cooking. Next question. Hey. Yeah? You ever wonder why we're popular?
Yeah.
You ever wonder why we're here? You ever wonder why we're queer? You ever wonder why there's a God?
No.
Which one of those is correct?
What is the context? I must have missed the first part.
Finish the quote. Is it? It's, hey, yeah? You ever wonder why we're popular? Why we're here? Why we're queer? Or why there's a God?
Oh, I don't know what this is then. No, I don't know.
Guess.
Oh, hey, hang on.
or
Let me-
use a
let me-
lifeline. Which one? Which
I'll
one?
use the Shane lifeline.
Shane Lifeline. Which one is it?
Why we're here.
It's why we're here. You got it correct through osmosis.
Totally didn't play the Shane sound effect
I'm
button.
telling you, take me out of the lifeline and just make it Connor.
No.
The content is going to be so much better.
Well, depending on what
What
happens
part
next.
was that on?
That was actually made in Combat Evolved, Red versus Blue.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, next. The hidden Easter egg grunt, otherwise known as the food nipple grunt, is hidden on Assault on the Control Room, 2 Betrayals, Halo, or the Mall.
The mall.
The mall. In the mall. Up and down the
Stop.
escalators in the mall.
I know that's from Phineas and Ferb.
Listen, Cheyenne just got a job at the mall for fun, so that song is on constantly.
Ew.
So, next question. You've only got like 4 more to go. You got this. I believe in you. You find Keys has been eaten by the flood in Keys, Guilty Spark, Library, 2 Betrayals.
Are those the names of the levels you're saying? Of when you
Yes.
find out that he's been killed?
I'm saying the names of the levels, indeed.
Okay. Keys.
It's Keys. 3 questions left. You're so very close.
Man, we're getting hyped to just all these tap noises on the board.
Yeah, we are, baby. Yeah, we are. I can get hyped to absolutely nothing, man. Next up, true or false? Halo Combat Evolved's multiplayer was completely undone and remade from scratch mere months before the game's release.
That sounds like something that definitely would happen with Bungie. That's all I'm going to say. True.
It's true. It's correct. Now it doesn't really matter if you get these next 2 questions correct. So if you want to use your Connor Lifeline at any point, feel free to do so. It's a free gimme. Next, Halo CE was originally supposed to have 10 levels, 20 levels, 30 levels, or 40 levels.
So you just went up from 10, right? And by 10? That was the options.
And the options are, yes, by 10, 20,
10,
30,
20,
40.
40. Okay. I remember it was supposed to be a lot. Let's
Yeah.
say 30.
It's 30. 30 on 30. I'm not a big fan of the Covenant. Anyway. Next and last
Let me
question.
speak to the people.
Last question. Halo CE was built on the Blam engine, Split Space engine, Anvil engine, or Frostbite engine? These guys.
I know the answer, but let's see if Connor knows it.
Go ahead, Connor. Blam, Slipspace, Anvil, or Frostbite?
Blam.
Correct. You did it. You've done it, Connor. You've done it.
We talked about it during the show.
So proud. He's grown so much.
I can listen.
We've done it. We have yet another winner to pull into.
I'm telling you, pull my lifeline out.
We'll talk about this after the show. All right. Well, my friend, you have won yourself 1,000 Halo Infinite credits. Are you using it, or are you handing it off to the next person?
I'll hand it off because I don't want it to sit there and never be used.
Okay, makes sense. All right, so there will be 1,500 Halo Infinite credits up for grabs next week on the show after we're done talking with Tim Dadabo. So look forward to that. Join us for that conversation. It'll be a great time. Pfeiffer, congratulations on your win. Very proud of you, buddy. We'll have you back on whenever we're doing the Winner's Circle final like Kahoot thing that we're probably going to be putting together. So we'll give you that quiz show winner role, and otherwise, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, my friends. We're going to be moving on to our Q&A now. So, Connor, say a number, please.
11.
Ooh, 11 even.
Because I don't think I've done more than 10 before.
No, actually, I don't think you have. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Also, I love it's because it's not in the books from.
It's because it's not in the books.
Books aren't made using engines.
That's so funny. That's so stupid funny. All right. So we got 11 questions that we got to answer. Starting with Superman stuck in Shane's garage. Which weapons added in Infinite are you guys fans of? I love the shock rifle, disruptor grenades, and even the commando rifle has grown on me.
Say I like the commando.
You like the commando?
Yeah.
Oh my
Because on
gosh.
keyboard and mouse, for some reason, I was doing pretty good with it.
Well, it's keyboard and mouse makes sense.
I like the shock rifle, and I like. I'm trying to think of one more. Let me get one more.
You go for it, dude.
Now, hear me out before I finish this. I like the bulldog.
Okay.
I don't think it should fully replace the normal shotgun.
Interesting.
I think both should be present.
Okay.
They both serve like. I mean, They both serve a different purpose.
Here's the thing: the Bulldog should not be pump action.
You think it should just be semi?
Why is it pump action when it doesn't even do the same damage?
Now, my honorable mention is the double barrel gravity hammer shotgun.
The
Whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called.
I don't know what it's called either. Eviscerator? I don't know.
That sounds right.
Mutilator.
Mutilator. Yeah, it's very cool.
Thank you, Connor, for reading chat.
Yeah, I straight up
knew
think I don't think that the pump like the a Bulldog or any shotgun that's not one shot should be anything other than full auto.
The variant of it though is insanely good.
Say at least put it in custom games.
Yeah, right. So that's probably it. My answer, no, I love the shock rifle. I love the concept of it. I don't. Okay, so here's the thing about the shock rifle, though. I don't like that it is on the list of weapons, the massive list of weapons that can EMP vehicles. I use it all the time because, it's there, but I don't like that it's there. You know what I mean? So that's my answer on that front. Lactating Smartish Shane asks, if you could be any Spartan, who would it be? Second question, who is the richest Spartan? Okay, I can easily answer that second question, but if you could be any Spartan, who would it be? I'm gonna be Fred.
I was gonna say they're gonna say Fred or Buck.
Oh, he's a Spartan now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. And I also would say Buck is Buck gives me the type of Spartan that he goes to a private country club. So I would say Buck is probably the richest. He just gives off that energy.
I'm so sorry to say you're wrong.
Who's the richest?
Well, don't you want to know whether boy Connor hasn't answered yet?
Oh, okay.
What was the question again? Who's the richest?
Boy, is it a matter
No,
of who you know who's the richest? Hold on. Do you know who the richest
Yes.
is? Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was an opinion or not.
No, I know who the richest is.
Say, I think we'd know who I'd be.
Yeah, Emil.
Cat. Palmer.
Give me my boy George. My boy right here.
Connor,
here.
I need you to practice doing his voice.
I'd have to hear it again.
Oh my gosh. Mom. Anyway,
Mom.
richest Spartan is easily James. Spartan James.
That didn't. Yeah.
Is there a reason why? Or?
Spartan James in Halo Empty Throne. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Skip forward 15-30 seconds or so. James is revealed in Empty Throne to have been not killed in the Fall of Reach, and in fact is still alive to this day, until the end anyway. And when he was brought in, he was kept alive by Oni, and they made him into a paid mercenary. So he has been fighting for Oni for money for like 25 years. More than that, like 30 by this point. So he's been making absolute bank. He has his own prowler. Like, bro is swimming in money. He is fine. He's fine. His weapons are insane. His armor is insane. He is a very expensive person. He went to an expensive bar and bought one of the most expensive drinks you could get there. Guy's got money. Guy's got money.
See, I would have thought Chief, because he's been in service for so long.
I don't know if that means
Chief doesn't.
anything.
They make money. They don't make a lot of money.
See, what's the source of this James's guy's money?
Oni.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, because just like in the usual case, you make some money in the military, you make enough, but it's not an insane amount. It's not like if you owned your own company sort of thing. But James, mercenary work is completely different from soldier stuff. I'll tell you that much. Next question comes from Superman Stuck in Shane's Garage again, asking, what are your favorite rides at Disney World and Land? Never been.
Never been.
It's been a while. Rock and Roller Coaster is pretty cool.
You could have said Tron and made me happy.
I don't think they have a Tron roller coaster or anything.
They have a Tron ride.
Oh, well, last time I went, I was like middle school.
Oh, yeah. Superman Stuck in Shane's Garage again asks,
Small World was awful. I hated that ride.
who is your favorite glup show from Halo? Okay, that's actually a good question. So do you guys know the context of that question?
Nope.
So there's this inside joke in the Star Wars community. Every single character has a backstory. Even like
Every character. Someone you could find in the background.
has a story. Every single one of them. So people make this joke about Glup Show. Oh, Glup Show is my favorite. He's from this book. It's like, it doesn't exist. He's not a character that exists, but everyone makes a joke that that's who he is. So who is that but in the Halo franchise? And I'm thinking of the names for that. I'm trying. Chip Stubbo is there, I suppose. He doesn't really have a backstory though. He hasn't gotten
The
expanded.
talking grunt from Halo 3. I'm sticking with that. I don't know the backstory, but I'm sticking with it.
I'm thinking here.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, it's storming out there.
It's fine. We're fine. I know I've thought of good ones in the past.
Say, hope power outages aren't common here.
Oh no, I think one of the best ones out of all of it is Zuka Zamami. Zuka Zamami was an elite that was hunting down the Master Chief through the entirety of Halo Combat Evolved and only shows up at the very end when you blow him up immediately upon seeing him. Like, you have no choice. You probably have a rocket launcher or something else to kill him. He ambushes you with his squad of grunts, and you just wipe the floor with him. But he's in the entirety of the Fall of Reach novel or the Flood novel. So that's probably my answer off the top of my head. Next comes from Lactating Smartest Shane again, asking all of y'all answer separately. Who is your favorite host and what's your favorite job? My name is Who D Sanity. Okay, my bad. Conrad, you don't have to say it right now. I know you can't read. So, favorite host? What's my favorite job? Favorite host, Connor. Yeah. He's just silly. I'm sorry. Like, he's a silly Billy.
Get down in the silliness.
And favorite job? I don't know. I worked on like a documentary one time. That was pretty sick. For about like a couple months, helping out with a story about when we put Italians in internment camps in World War II. It was an interesting story. I don't know what to tell you. How about you, Connor? Since Shane is leaning all the way back and not engaging, what's your favorite host and job?
I'm gonna have to say my favorite host is probably Shane, just because I like to annoy him and get reactions out of him. It's great. My favorite job that I've had.
Sure.
Boy, it's so the one I'm currently doing. Definitely not that one. I worked at a gas station for a summer. That was nice because I got unlimited food. But I have to say, I think being a substitute teacher is pretty fun.
That sounds great. Yes, Shane.
When he said favorite job, did he mean job within JumperScape? Or did he mean legitimate job? I'm sitting here like...
He didn't say.
I just...
Favorite job within JumperScape for me is creative directing, but that's because it's what my job is.
I will just go off like real life jobs, I guess.
That's what I did.
Can I be my own favorite host?
If you want to be.
I'll be selfish and say me. I want to take this moment to apologize.
Thank you, Connor.
Absolutely.
Relax.
So why are you your favorite host?
I mean,
we said why.
I mean, just you know.
No, I don't. Because I didn't pick you.
You know what? I'll show James some love. I'll say it's James.
Okay.
Because James isn't here. I'll say James.
Is that why you're picking James?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. A little bit.
What is going on with chat right now?
Don't worry about it. I'm not paying attention to it.
I don't know. James is just a goofy guy.
He's a goofy guy.
He's just a goofy guy.
We like goofy goobers.
Yeah.
And then what's your favorite job?
My current one. I'm a fraud analyst, and I hear some wild stuff.
That's crazy.
It is.
Next question, Spartan Goober 648 asks, if you could add any mechanic, bug, vehicle, and weapon to Halo Infinite, what would it be? Bug? Oh, dude, I would totally add the sword lunge glitch back. I love the super.
I know
sword
I have
fly.
a problem when I was about to say Bile Titan.
You've got an issue.
All right.
Bile Titan.
All right. We're gonna add a new mechanic.
Oh,
We're
new
gonna take the
mechanic.
gravity hammer.
No. We're gonna add drinking to the game, and then we're gonna get into high charity.
Booze cruising high charity will become a game mechanic in the next Halo. I'm Phil Spencer. We're talking about gaming today. High charity, drunk driving. Here's the trailer.
I can't wait till someone does a mod for that.
It's gonna be so funny. Spartan Bonnie S198 asks, thoughts on the King of the Hill revival? I never watched the show, but
I think it just came out today.
It just
Yeah.
came out.
Just came
Yeah.
out. I haven't watched any of it yet.
I didn't watch the
I
original.
like the idea of it.
Yeah.
I will check it out. So I'm excited to watch it.
The only reason why I'm apprehensive is just because I get concerned all the time that we're just constantly remaking things rather than trying new stuff.
It's not a remake. It's just a continuation with a time jump.
Yes, it is. But that's my point. Is that like
it's nothing more than a sequel.
I just hope that it's good enough to be worthy of that, because there's a lot of people trying to make sequels and continuations, and they're just not good.
I'll have to ask a buddy of mine that's watched it a lot.
Yeah. Let's hope the memes are good. That's all I care about, for really.
See, it seems like they added updated humor, if that makes sense.
Modern, they've taken past events from recent history.
Superman Stuck in Shane's Garage is back asking, not a question, but say something nice about McKee from the Halo TV show. That goes double for you, Mr. Austin. Oh, whatever. Connor, you've probably seen it the least. You?
Oh, no, I have.
Oh.
Probably me.
Okay.
I didn't even finish season 1.
Wow. I've watched more of the Halo TV show.
I did not like it.
Okay, well then, Shane, say one thing that you like about McKee.
Don't even remember that character.
The Covenant chick.
I can't say it on here.
Well, now you have to, now that you said that.
She was attractive, I think.
I think? That's not strictly nice, Connor.
I don't remember.
She was a good actor.
Cool.
She was there.
She was genuinely a good actor. Doesn't mean I like the show. Or I like genuinely, or even like the character. It doesn't really make sense in terms of like the Covenant, but good actor. She portrayed the character well.
Okay.
I remember that much.
And Connor, yours was attractive, maybe, if you can remember properly. Okay.
So there's got to be. Oh wow, that must be her.
Oh wow, that must be her.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Longer hair would be nice, but yeah.
McKee. I understand now why you said double for me. This is really hard. Everything that I'm like, sure, maybe that. No, not really, because I don't like her origin story. I don't like how it's basically just more of humanity actually sucks, though. I don't like her interactions with the Covenant. I don't like her interactions with Chief. I don't like her walk through the park with Chief. I don't like how she's on the list of characters that get nude.
What?
The show has like 5 people getting nude. It's supposed to be like, oh, look at how avant-garde we are. It just makes you look weird. It just makes you look weird. She was... Her energy sword fingernail was pretty cool. There
we have it.
There you go. It wasn't very cool when she ripped it off, but that was pretty cool.
Ooh, that sounds painful.
It looked painful. Anyway, 3 more to go. Lactating Smartest Shane is back one more time saying, Shane, will you support the cult of Shane and also start lactating? James, Shane, and Connor, Austin, you're fine. You're already buff. What do you mean by any of that? What did any of that mean?
Can we not count that as a question?
We cannot count it. I don't know what that was. I don't know what.
That was a lot to take.
That was foul.
Yeah, let's.
Shane answered the question.
No. Okay, Damien Cray asks, so a weird fan theory boosted by Ilsa Zane. What if James from Fall of Reach is still alive? Read Empty Throne, damn it!
Moving, next question.
He was propelled into space and was saved by the Banished. Oh, okay. James noticed no one from UNSC tried to find him, so he got vengeful and joined the Banished, and he's been running things ever since with Atriox. That's why the Banished were able to do what they did. I mean, I know Chief manhandled the Banished like skeletons, but I feel like having Spartan 2 in their ranks would give them some kind of edge, and they began losing so bad because James couldn't outsmart Chief. You know, interesting concept, but Banished Spartans in general, I think, are just a horrible idea, and thus I don't agree with any of it ever, really. Because it gets in the way of what I believe a Spartan should be. Even Ilsa Zane is not very compelling to me because I think that she would be too individualistic for such a role. So, bless you. 2 more to go here. UNSC Sweaty Cul-de-sac asks, check your mouths, find your chairs, and get set for an Oni data drop. Also, yeah, he did say check your mouths. Yeah, that's true. Check your mouths, find your chairs, and get set. Sounded like he said something wrong in the cutscene originally. For an Oni data drop. Yes. Streaming now on Chatternet every 2 weeks as segment 1. Last from Turbo Furby asks, which version of the Gun Goose do you all prefer? The machine gun version in Halo 2 Anniversary or the Halo 5 and Infinite version with the grenade launchers? Grenade launchers. The machine guns were almost useless in 2 Anniversary.
Wait, was it only specific to 2 Anniversary?
The machine gun version, yes.
No, like the question about favorite.
No, he also said the grenade launcher version in 5 and Infinite.
Oh.
Oh, letting that storm distract you way too much. It's just a storm, guys.
It was loud.
That was loud.
Oh, relax.
It's right on.
Relax, you're tripping. It was just loud.
Yeah, you got so distracted. 5 Infinite had a grenade launcher. Is the machine gun version or the grenade launcher version better?
Grenade launcher
Machine
version.
gun.
What?
Yes.
How?
If the machine gun was, it wasn't as good, but I like the concept of the machine gun being better.
I mean, I like the
machine-
concept.
If the
but
machine gun was better, I would take the machine gun.
in practicality, it just isn't. It sucks.
I just like setting up with the grenade launcher version and just.
Grenade launcher is actually good for anti-vehicles. What I love it for, and also anti-personnel if you can hit the shot.
I mean, a grenade launcher is just good for anything.
Yeah, problem solving. Anyway, that's it for the Q&A. I don't think we have any time left to do live, unfortunately. So maybe at some point in the future. But thank you so much for joining us again. Next week, we're going to be here live with Tim Dadabo, voice of 343 Guilty Spark. And we'll be back also with the Q&A and the Patreon segment and the quiz, more importantly, with 1,500 Halo Infinite credits on the line. Otherwise, excuse me, oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today. Go to JumperScape.com, help us out, support us, find our community there. The calendars are still live on Kickstarter. Consider supporting us. Definitely need to wrap up. Consider supporting us there. Connor, send us out.
See ya.
The library was produced and published by JumperScape Audio. Funding was provided by our fantastic patrons on Patreon. If you enjoy the show and wish to support JumperScape's future projects or get some sweet benefits, join our Patreon at patreon.com/JumperScape or become part of this truly special community at discord.gg/JumperScape. Thank you for your listenership, and we hope you enjoyed.